Welcome to another Todd's
2-Minute Tech Tip Tuesday.
Brought to you by the National RV Training Academy, the largest hands-on RV training academy in America. Hey, before we get to the video, which I know this is the reason why you're here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. Hit the subscribe button now. Thank you. Now, back to our Tech Tip Tuesday. Hey, I know it's super cold outside. You're in your RV and you're beginning to question your adult decision-making skills. Hey, look, we're in the RV, got 2-inch walls, and it's freaking cold, okay? How is our RV so inefficient? Well, I'm going to go over some simple things that you can do to try and trap that warmth on the inside. First and foremost, just like what we do in the summer, what we want to do with those windows is we want to put some type of insulating barrier between the windows and, of course, inside. Again, the same thing, break out the reflectors. Yes, it takes away maybe some of the radiant heat coming in from the sun. But what we don't want all the heat that's on the inside going to that cold glass. This is how it works. Heat runs to cold. Heat runs to cold. So even though you're heating up the RV, it's touching cold surfaces. The heat transfers over to that glass. Put an insulating barrier there and try and trap that heat on the inside of the RV, okay? I know there's some other things out there that we can do. Skirting around the bottom. If you're anywhere where there's wind blowing, right, the quickest way to cool down the RV and freeze it is to have the air blow up under the floor. So we got to do everything we can to trap that air from going under the RV if you're going to be there a while. If you're not going to be there a while, some things that you can do is probably try and put your vehicles in the direction of the wind. Let the vehicle be the barrier. It's not exact, right? You're still going to get some that goes under the vehicle, but at least you're trying to slow down the airflow under the RV. Another thing that you can do, of course, is when you turn on the heat, you use the furnace to keep your pipes warm. But if you wanted to add more heat, and if you're plugged into shore power, then you can use a space heater. But let's go ahead and talk about that. A space heater used safely. This means that you plug it directly into a wall outlet. Never plug a space heater into a power strip. Those power strips are not rated to handle most of our space heaters. We see too many pictures where people say, well, the space heater's not safe in the RV, and they show a picture of a melted power strip. It's the power strip which is not big enough to handle that. So plug it directly into the wall and add that heat. And I guarantee, especially in the bedroom, when you close that door, a small space heater will definitely keep that room toasty. But listen to me, keep the furnace up a little bit, maybe 60 degrees or something like that, because you want to keep those pipes from freezing. And that's what our furnace does really well, not only to, kind of even out the heat throughout the rooms in the RV, but it also keeps the pipes from freezing. Another thing that you can do while you're there is buy pool noodles that are slitted down the middle and try and cover up any exposed pipes. Now, the best thing I would tell you to do is not be connected to city water, right? You can't protect your hose, even if it's a heated hose. There's a lot of things that you have to protect. The problem is your heated hose still only has 5/8 inch water. If you don't have a heated hose, fill up your holding tank, right? Fill it up as far as you can, right? The more water you have, the harder it is for it to freeze. And depending on where you're at, okay? And depending on where you're at, that should suffice. If you have heated holding tanks, turn those on, right? Let the water stay heated. Don't use your water hose. Disconnect the water hose from city. Turn off the water and drain the hose. Protect the hose, right? So we're going to do some simple stuff here to try and keep that RV warm and keep you happy. And, of course, one thing you can do, if it's cold wherever you're at, go further south. In North Texas here, it's still 20 degrees. We're not far enough south. Unfortunately, that's just how it is this year. So some of the considerations also, maybe a small heated blanket. Keep just the area where you are at nice and toasty. You can be in the living room with that. You can be in the bedroom with that. Wherever you're at, use that heated blanket. That'll help at least keep you heated while everything else is trying to keep up with the cold, right? With the cold pounding down on that RV. There's your tech tip. All right, before you get to the bloopers, which is why you're here in the first place, the RV industry needs thousands of RV technicians and inspectors, and now is the perfect time to do that. If you want to make more money or have more control over your time, go ahead and click the link below. Or if you just want to learn how to fix your own RV, got something for you there. Head over to rvtechcourse.com and get started today. Now for the reason that you're at the end of the video, roll the bloopers. Never plug a space heater into a power strip. Man, why did I wait there for a second? Check the tires. Yep, you got 4 of those. Bam, bam, bam. Look at there. I know. I should get paid for this.